Get out your 209 tattoos, folks. Here he is, Nate Diaz, one of the biggest superstars in all of mixed martial arts. It's amazing to think where he could have taken his star power if he was in a regular cycle competing every 4 months.
Yes, if he fought as regularly as most guys, his star power would be even bigger. But Nate Diaz moves at his own pace. A phenomenal striker and a great jiu-jitsu tacticianer. You fall into Nate Diaz's guard, you will get submitted, as he's shown on a number of occasions. A fantastic fighter. Welcome back, Nate Diaz.
You're not going to out-cardio these Diaz brothers. You're not going to out-tough Nate Diaz. And once again, he is facing top competition here tonight. We'll see how it goes for Nate Diaz here in his UFC return. Stand-up Nate Diaz has graced the octagon. Diaz looks ready to fight. Well, you hear the pop from the crowd, DC, as Nate Diaz gets set to make this walk here tonight. You never know when it's going to be the last time we see this guy compete, but there's a lot to like when we see Nate Diaz in the octagon.
Nate Diaz is a savage, a guy that just epitomizes fighter. From the attitude, the walk, the music, everything tells you that when Nate Diaz shows up, you're getting ready to watch a fight. A fantastic striker and a great jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz is just a well-rounded fighter and one of the biggest stars in the UFC.
We've seen the Stockton slap before. I'll set the total.
It's just so disrespectful.
Over under 1.5. You think he throws it tonight?
It's just so disrespectful, but it's so Nate Diaz.
All right, we'll see if he invokes the Stockton slap here tonight, but Nate Diaz is back, and hopefully in a big way for his supporters around the world. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz!
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Let's do it.
So here's the boxer and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Nate Diaz, making another UFC start tonight. And this is a hard guy to get out of there. Without a 2x4 or some sort of weapon, it's going to take a very special performance to try to finish Nate Diaz tonight. Beautiful combination of punches to the head. He gets tagged again. Pocket presence and punches and pressure and pace. It's a lot of P's, but when you're fighting Nate Diaz, you better be prepared because he is coming and he is not stopping until the final point. All right, early in the fight here, and Nate Diaz off to a pretty good start, found a home for that left hand.
I mean, it is powerful. It does not seem like Nate is throwing it hard, but he always finds his target. He's very accurate with that straight left hand. So he kind of feeds the right hand to get you moving where he wants, and then bang, he drops that straight left on you that hurts so many. Hurt Conor McGregor, and he hurt the welterweight champion, Leon Edwards, in the same way.
Check your face now. Check your face.
Pretty good jab there by Diaz. This striker has come out swinging, and he's a very aggressive guy, but you got to be careful, I would think, to not overextend yourself.
Yeah, you would think you got to slow down, but not this guy. This guy knows that he can secure finishes on the feet, or if he gets taken down to his back. But ideally for him, he wants to be knocking guys out.
All right, so a good job by him here. He continues to block these shots. Seems to see them coming a mile away.
He sees them coming a mile away, and he's blocking, he's rolling, and slipping. He's doing a great job.
Nice kick to the body.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Diaz gets tattooed by a solid uppercut there. Can't take too many more of those.
Oh, he lands another shot to the head.
Oh, nice hook by Diaz. Just over 3 minutes to go, round one. Oh, beautiful right hook counter. Nice connection there by Nate Diaz. Not a guy you want to let get going here on the feet, DC.
No, because it's all downhill with Nate, right? It's the activity that will overwhelm his opponents, and this looks like the start of that.
Oh, that's a big hook to the chin. So we pull up the numbers for you here. How about this, DC? 34 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. Nice job by Nate to roll out of the way of that left hand. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes.
Diaz gets the single leg takedown, well played. All right, feet on the hips here. Making all these shots count. Diaz is back in full guard now.
He passed the half guard. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Under 90 seconds to go.
And there you go. Again, half guard.
Close guard. Nice move into half guard. Shades of Daniel Cormier slicing through that guard.
Unbelievable. I love it. Like a knife. Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Under the neck. Oh, and now he flattens him out, DC. A couple hooks in. This could be trouble.
Look at all that hip pressure he has into his opponent's back. Now he'll start to rain down brutal ground and pound.
And you better intelligently defend here. This could be the beginning of the end. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are. Oh, nice.
Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
Big right hand there. Round two coming up next. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. Do you see any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmaker did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Misses again with a right punch. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Well, not exactly what we thought we would see out of this jiu-jitsu fighter. He's had a lot of success on the feet, and I think this is why sometimes the film can lie if you lean too heavily.
Absolutely. I mean, you think you're coming in here to fight a grappler, and this guy looks like a boxer tonight. His hands have looked crispy. His kicks, everything that he is doing has worked, and I think this is partly due to the fact that you think he's trying to take you down, when in reality, this guy can fight everywhere.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2, much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Diaz's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. Nice connection with the punch in the clinch.
Nice solid punch hit.
Oh, nice job by Nate Diaz yet again to find a home for that left hand.
Yeah, he finds that left hand, John, and as we have spoken to time and time again, it does not look like he's throwing it hard, but he's so accurate and is hitting so well behind that slap right hand that when he lands the left, he can hurt anybody. That is Nate Diaz when he's at his best. Oh, he's got a guillotine. Oh, it's getting tight. He's really working hard for this guillotine, but he can't throw it so hard.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
90 seconds to go in the round.
Trying to recover full guard there. He passes the half.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to gap wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut, and it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes long.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now. 20 seconds to go, round 2.
Getting them out here.
Seconds winding down in round 2. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, DC, we'll get a few clips of the damage done in that previous round. That eye continues to be the main target.
I mean, he is getting hit in this position, and it's all about now, where is the cut? Is it above the eye? Is it below the eye? But every time you get hit in that area, it is going to sting, and the bleeding will then cause issues to your side. He's got to change something.
Ready.
Third round underway. All right, pretty good back and forth action in the previous 2 rounds. Your expectations here as this next round gets underway?
I expect the action to really pick up now. These guys have to lay it on the line as we start to approach the end of the fight.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. Just out of range with the big right hand. Oh, slips and rips. How about that for execution? Well, he lands another strike there, DC, and no surprise, the swelling only getting worse.
It's getting worse. You know, we talked about this very early, how he needed to change something. He hasn't changed it, and now the swelling is starting to get bad.
Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all these shots coming his way.
Get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're going to have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger.
Strong straight left there. Some swelling around that right eye of Nate Diaz. Big elbow there, lands. Oh, big left. Able to land there with the straight left. Unable to connect with the right. Beautiful right hook counter.
Those are big strikes.
Glancing right hand lands upstairs. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you got to credit this striker for continuing to attack that area.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's supposed to do, and doing it as effectively as he is right now. This guy's tremendous.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking. Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. Throws a big right hand.
Oh, they got it.
Oh, big shots getting through. Well, no denying the durability on the other side, but at this point, you just got to find that kill shot and get him out of there.
A lot of times that comes with reps, that comes with taking your time. You get excited, and you want to finish it because you think it's right there, but at times you just overswing and you miss a lot.
Diaz is trying to get the triangle here. Let's see if he can close the show. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Triangle choke getting very close to the finish. Now all he's got to do is get pressure on the head, down towards his hip, if he wants to get the finish.
What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upstairs.
That's exactly what he should do. You know, we are talking about a guy that is so talented, that is so disciplined, that when he can see swelling like that, he's going to continue to attack it. Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Diaz. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Lands the grounded pound strike here.
Gotta be careful here.
Diaz is right back to the full mount here.
This is where he wants to do it.
All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended battle on the ground, and the crowd is loving it.
The crowd's going crazy because they appreciate high-level mixed martial arts, and that's exactly what you just got.
Almost in range with the straight left, but that's a miss. Diaz's nose is just pouring blood right now. I'm no doctor, Daniel, but I'm not sure that thing isn't broken right now.
Great commitment to the kicking game.
Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here? Final seconds here. eye does not look real good right now. It actually is starting to swell shut, so that will be something that bears watching as this fight continues. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician. All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's gonna have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Diaz is really bleeding now. That cut is only getting worse.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Hook, that'll land. Diaz gets caught with that punch. Oh, he slipped well there to avoid the left hand coming back. Snapping off that jab.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Nice kick to the midsection. All right, so it has been punches and strikes in bunches tonight. His opponent is wearing it, and when you see swelling like that, maybe a facial fracture of some kind.
Well, it seems as though something's hurt bad here. The last time I saw somebody get this one, I remember watching Joanna Jędrzejczyk's head, looking at the just size blow up. You know that damage is getting done, and every time he hits him on these spots, it hurts worse than anything you could imagine.
What a great fight. Damage doled out on both sides. Perhaps some bonus money coming the way of these two individuals at night.
50K, baby. Somebody's getting paid. These two guys are doing a great job in a fight that is so competitive, that is so evenly matched. These two really will be proud of the effort that they have shown inside the octagon tonight.
Man, these guys have some... Oh, he lands another debilitating...
He's hurt bad.
Oh! These guys are looking all over each other. Oh, he lands a big left hand. Under 3 minutes to go in round 4. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go get it. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook. It's getting really hard to watch him absorb shots on that eye. I wonder if the referee's thinking about calling in the doctor now. Well, John, the entirety of the fight, that has been the target of his opponent. He has not adjusted defensively, and now he's paying for it. Now, somebody's going to have to save him.
Diaz is caught right on the bridge of his nose. Does not look good, folks. We'll continue to keep an eye on it. And you got to think the ringside.
Oh, again!
Gets back to his feet. There's a left hand from Diaz. Try to establish that jab. Well, this fight has been...
Oh, my goodness!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, with that, the official decision is in. We go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 20 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Nate Diaz!
All right, so one of the biggest superstars on this roster, top to bottom, Nathan Diaz getting his hand raised tonight and still showing you, DC, several years into this thing, he can still compete and beat the best guys in the world.
People used to talk about Nick and Nate Diaz. He was the little brother, and he wants to still be Nick's little brother. But right now, Nate Diaz stands alone. Nate Diaz stands on his own as one of the best fighters in the entire UFC.